Something that's been plaguing me in my mind's eye, if you will, is which comes first, the flossing or the brushing? Do I floss first or do I brush first? Personally, I'm a floss firster. And the reason for that is I feel like if you floss first, then you break up the stuff that's in between your teeths, right? And then you brush and you help it leave your mouth. However, every time I go to the dentist, I don't know about y'all, but every time I go to the dentist, they brush my teeth first, do all the rigmarole, and then they end it with a flossing. And I always feel a little bit like, did you do it wrong? I think you did it wrong. We out here, man. I'm just trying to make sure your oral hygiene is 100 million trillion all the time. Hey everyone, it's me, Hallease, endeavoring to persevere. As always, if you're new here, I make videos about my chaotic good life. Consider subscribing. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I own Quip. I have a Quip toothbrush. I've been a Quip customer, paying customer, for almost a year, if not a full year at this point. And it's really interesting because Quip reached out to me to try out their floss that they started rolling out. I was actually really interested to try it out because one, I really like Quip because the design is cute. Like their design game is on walk, if you will. I love that I don't have to think about the subscription, that I just get a little email ding that says, hey, new toothbrush inbound. And I'm like, how did you know? So I really enjoy it. So the fact that they wanted me to try their floss, I was like, okay, cool. Yes, this is a video about reviewing floss, which is one of the few things I didn't think I'd be doing this year, reviewing some floss. But nevertheless, we're here and you're watching. So let's get into it. So if you have their toothbrush and you already kind of know how this works, you get a 3-month supply or a 3 months amount of floss to refill your container. And you get to keep the container and you just keep refilling it. Overall design, it's awesome. I mean, look at this thing. It's pretty. And I love that, again, I got to pick a color that matched my toothbrush. So we're matchy-matchy up in here. It feels really cool. The other thing is that just the overall sleek design is really neat, and the functionality of the design is cool. The fact that there's a click top that reveals the floss is cool. The other thing that's neat is that they have color coordinated the floss, okay? They really have made it so you have no excuse about flossing incorrectly, which is low-key dragging, but okay, fine, thanks, appreciate it, fine. So when you pull, isn't that fun? Look at that, I can feel the stress leaving my body. So when you pull the floss out, it's color coordinated. You'll see there's a little bit of color at the top, and that way, when you keep pulling, it'll actually measure out to the amount you should be using to floss, which apparently is 18 inches. Who knew? I didn't. Dentist never told me that. Just saying. The other thing that's interesting is and this is actually something I didn't know that floss could do, but as you're flossing, it expands. The floss expands as you're using it. So that way you know you've used that section of the floss and you should move on to another section as you continue to floss your teeth. I mean, they really have made it so you have no excuse. You have no excuse not to floss correctly. Like, they've made it foolproof, which is like, wow, okay. I see you, Quip, making it difficult for me to willingly lie to my dentist. I see you, okay. And so now, I will say before this, like many of you, I'm gonna go ahead and rope y'all into this camp. Like many of you, I was not that much of a flosser. I wasn't. But trying this product, it kind of became this thing of I have no excuse now. I've been given the floss to try. One, they've made it sleek and cool and interesting, and it matches my toothbrush. So and I can say now with a little bit too much air that I officially floss once a day. Anyway, I don't know, y'all. I got to try out floss and I'm happy about it. In the comments below, let me know what is the thing that we all know we should be doing, but we don't do. Let me know something in the comments below. Please keep it classy because I can feel it's going off the rails real quick. But in the comments below, let me know what is something that we should all be doing that we don't do. I'm Hallease. I'll see you when I see you.